Mental health, AI, TikTok. Those are the three buzzwords that I would like my next tech product to be related to. Sadly though, it seems like someone beat me to the punch and someone just threw this Maya tipline box at me. Seems like someone sent a topic into the Maya tipline box. Today's video is gonna be about the Liven ads. Thank you, Elreilly, for sending us this topic. So yeah, that's what the video is going to be about. If you want to send your own topic, you can do so by emailing the Maya Tipline email right here. So back in May, a lot of people started getting these really weird ads. This is how dopamine obsession looks in women.
This is how dopamine obsession looks in women.
Yuck. Yucky start.
Intense boredom, excessive passive activities, difficulty starting tasks, overreliance on constant gratification.
I hate it when a chick has overreliance on constant gratification. Get out of here with this overreliance, you chick. I hate that word. Chick.
Emotional numbness, neglect of responsibility.
Okay, I'm not watching this whole thing.
Was actually due to my dopamine addiction.
So this horrible robot song leads to this moment.
Friend told me about the Liven app.
A friend told me about the Liven app. They can't even say their own company name because they're using a robot.
But it helped me break free from the dopamine-driven cycle.
In my tech product, I'd like to use 4 buzzwords if possible. I'd like to use the buzzword mental health. I'd like to use TikTok. I'd like to use dopamine now. And AI. Can I do that, please? Can I make $1 billion by doing this, please? Can I use all these words?
How many of you guys have seen this ad for the Liven app?
This is how dopamine obsession looks in women.
I see it as an ad. I see it as actually one of my favorite songs. So this is Natalie Fox.
Know that you are not addicted to dopamine. You have lower levels of dopamine in your brain than the average person. And so trying to find ways to boost dopamine is a vital need that your brain has.
So she's kind of talking about how the problematic nature of this ad and all of that, and how it's like, this isn't an addiction, you just have less of those like little chemicals in your head.
It's not suddenly going to go away because you went on a dopamine detox. By framing these mental health challenges as being the result of an addiction in this specific way, they're taking something that is multifaceted and complex and has biological and social components
and turning it into a hit pop song.
And they are trying to boil it down to being just the product of your personal choices, and that the struggles you are facing are your fault and they are caused.
And you know, they're like, you're lazy. That's the vibe you get from some of those ads for like ADHD products. It's like, are you tired of being a lazy motherfucker? Using our AI chatbot, we will somehow do something about that.
How you meet your dopamine needs may be something that you'd like to figure out how to approach with a little bit more intention and mindfulness. But when you talk about that through the language of addiction, the treatment inherently becomes abstinence.
Thank you, Natalie. Very nice video. Now, yeah, I'd like to say in advance, these ads do in fact get worse and worse as we go along. They get very bad at some point. Very, very problematically bad. This is how ADHD sabotages career, success, and high-performing men. This is for me. This one's for me. I have ADHD, but career success so-so. But I am a high-performing man. Ask anyone in the street. They're like, yeah, this guy's high-performing.
Constant fatigue, reduced focus, and
Oh, ADHD causes reduced focus? Shit. You know, I've never really paid attention to that being the fact, but
sleep disturbances, increased reliance on caffeine.
I rely on caffeine when I don't sleep well.
Tried the anti-burnout plan for beginners, never thinking I could.
Is this like the Eminem verse in a pop song? And like, well, he has like a pop artist on his song. I love the way you lie. And then he comes in. Never thinking I could restore my energy and get rid of the stress. I'm not really doing a good Eminem impression, but it's sort of that. You understand the energy that I'm bringing.
All in just 1 month, just take a test. Use Liven for 15 minutes a day and
Horrible AI song. And so many more. This is how dopamine obsession looks in women. They turn into one of the characters from the Muppets. Women with emotional imbalance often mistake limerence for love. This is how I build my business around my ADHD brain. Love that all the men ones are about, yeah, do you want to be a business obsessed maniac? But then they use like a guy made out of crochet or the AI Pixar dragon kind of thing. Procrastination, fueled by trauma response, not laziness. Not necessarily. I mean, you can have many reasons for procrastination. Not everything is trauma response. All right. Some of it, I'm sure. This is how procrastination manifests in, in high-performing men. Overcome the mental blocks holding you back. Happy wife morning routine is actually, what the f***? Unrecognized dopamine. This is how it looks like in men. Here you go. I read all of them. Happy. And there's also some slightly darker ones that Elrayleigh recorded. All right, I guess trigger warning. Here we go. You can see the thing. I haven't seen it, so I don't know how bad it is. Here's how I became a parent due to procrastination. What are you talking about? I swear to God, if this one with this tagline, I'm gonna have to censor the word abusive. Not now when I'm saying it, but the last times I'm gonna have to censor it because YouTube could be a pain in the ass. But this is how I became. I'm gonna have to censor it in the context of me saying the whole sentence. If they have a f***ing song for this one that's tagline with "This is how I became a parent due to procrastination," if they turn this into an AI pop song, I'm gonna lose my shit.
This is how I became an parent due to procrastination.
I'm sorry, I know that's bad. That's horrible. That got to me. Oh, I didn't expect it to be such an upbeat song. That's horrible, but hilarious. This is how I became a parent due to procrastination. Horrible.
I get angry with my family over trivial things, snapping at my child over the smallest mess. Chronic fatigue and low energy.
How is that procrastination related? They're just trying to avoid using the word ADHD, I'm assuming.
I need to be alone, but I never use this time to recharge or finish things.
This is horrible. This is horrible. That's me. That's my verse of the song. This is horrible. You should die. You should die, you little crochet man. You little crochet AI man. You should die. You are not enough. You're just an AI generated man. You should die. So these ads are for the Liven app or the Lilen app.
About the Liven app.
As said at one of their videos.
Liven app.
It's a companion to help you with your life. Who's it for? The overwhelmed with too much on their plate. I'm imagining this as a speech. Who's this app for? The overwhelmed mom with a little too much on her plate. The time-lost dad who struggles to prioritize. The self-doubting grandma who feels a little unsure of herself. Greta, right? That's your name. Or you, the uninspired Susan? Looking for motivation. And the, you get it. The scatterbrain. It feels like a sci-fi insult, scatterbrain. Hey, scatterbrain. It's sort of like something that someone says in a sci-fi. Liven is for you if you're any of those very vague people. So the app has an AI companion that you can talk to. Ever wish someone would listen to you rant without judgment even at 3 a.m.? Meet Livy, our AI companion. Reskin ChatGPT. This is all this is. I don't encourage this, but technically you could use ChatGPT for the exact same thing. If you're tired of again, not encouraging this, but you could just ask it to be a therapist. It does the same thing. If you're tired of the inner dialogue or need a fresh perspective on life, just talk to her. She'll help you break down your... That's what they're doing. They're just using ChatGPT. So you can personalize your plan with very leading questions that probably don't really change anything about your personalization. When was the last time you felt driven and motivated? A vague thing. Maybe that could be a thing on a questionnaire usually, but it does feel a bit leading. Not intensely so, but it's like, if someone's feeling down enough to download the app, I doubt their question will be positive. Also, it is leading. It says a few weeks ago. You're only starting off in a pretty negative space. Why not today? Sorry, Maya, it is leading. You were right. Maya says that the graphs they show you that you'll get better soon. So these are graphs that they show you. They're non-customized, meaning they're not related. Are they not related to you? This is what you'll be today. But if you use Liven, you'll be feeling this good. This is you now. You feel like shit. This is what you'll be in November. Based on your answers. I find that to be very wrong. I find mental health stuff to be a constant thing, you know? Yeah, I can feel great in a day and I can feel like shit at the end of it. And I can wake up the next day feeling better. I don't know, I find that when it comes to the goal of better mental health, it's not necessarily a thing that a graph that looks like this, where it's just like, yeah, it just gets better, and then after using Liven, you're just gonna be riding that high straight at the top. I find that more than a graph or whatever, the goal with mental health stuff and improving it is giving you these sort of like pillars, you know? Something that is fundamentally there, and then when you do come in close to like a rough situation, those pillars and the lessons that you've learned will help you to deal with that better. So to me, a definitive sort of up is like, what the are you talking about? The reviews of the app are mixed. There's a lot of positive reviews, but a lot of the 5-star ones come from accounts that have only reviewed Liven. This tool has helped me feel harmony and positivity in my life again. I am grateful that it has become a participant in my important changes and support on the path to inner peace. Even the reviews are AI generated. Den with an E. Like a dragon's den. I used to struggle to find time for myself in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's definitely AI generated. Allegedly. I gotta say allegedly for something like that. But there's also a shit ton of bad negative reviews about people being allegedly, thank you Maya for including an allegedly, being charged more than expected. Allegedly. Legally, you gotta say allegedly. Liven has a deceptive practice of auto-renewal no matter what subscription you buy. Beware, I signed up for the 3 months, which has ended. I did not want to continue. The Liven is a Cyprus-based company, and I have now withdrawn £100 from my bank. I'm getting no response when attempting to get a refund. Just around the houses, even my bank warned me that they have set up in such a way they can withdraw anytime because they have not stated annual renewal with PayPal. I've now been forced to change all my bank details. I've managed to eventually get the subscription cancelled. No refund forthcoming. Be wise, stay clear. Their small print is invisible. I realize they've been charging me for $40 for 8 months now without any notification, email, and receipt, and the ads are still kind of everywhere. How legal is that? That you could just use Wednesday in an ad? How legal is that?
Person struggling to get out of bed, chronic fatigue, lack of motivation.
Like, come on.
Overthinking, feeling emotionally numb.
I'm not listening to more of this. I just can't fucking do this. I hate this. Apparently there are some good ADHD apps and health apps and whatever. I'm not gonna recommend any of them because I haven't tried them out. But be on the lookout if, I don't know. I don't have an ending sentiment. This is what I'd say before the outro. I ask for a like and subscribe from you.